On March 11, 2016, Dwayne Christopher Mitchell was called home to meet his Heavenly Father. His time among us was short, but his ability to positively impact the lives of others was great. The Dwayne Have a Heart Foundation now seeks to educate, bring awareness, and help to prevent Wolff-Parkinson-White Syndrome from needlessly claiming additional lives. This is Dwayne's story.
Whatever the reality is, we accept it.
I was home, just woke up early morning, and I received a call from his brother, Chris. Chris was crying, and he said, "Dad, Dwayne is not breathing, and fire rescue is taking him to the hospital." And I said, "What do you mean he's not breathing?" He said, "He's not breathing." When I arrived at Jackson South, Dwayne was still in the ER, and they allowed me to go back in the ER area where fire rescue and doctors were still working on Dwayne. That's when I knew then it's something serious in nature. They had informed me that Dwayne went into cardiac arrest. They were fortunate to get back a very weak heartbeat. Dwayne sustained severe swelling to the entire brain. As a result of a lack of oxygen going to his brain. Dwayne had a congenital heart disorder called Wolff-Parkinson-White.
He was healthy, he had no medical conditions that we knew of. So to see him like this, to see him strong one minute and completely helpless the next minute, it's hard. It would be hard on anyone.
His medical condition at this point, Dwayne is in a vegetative state, and he's slowly emerging.
Nice job.
Yes.
Show me no.
No.
Good.
The prognosis for Dwayne is going to be long-term. They anticipate that Dwayne would need 24-hour nursing for the rest of his life. Dwayne would need someone to give him a bath, clean him, dress him, move him around, give him his meds, feed him.
The doctors, they don't have the final say. God has the final say. And again, we've completely released the situation and put it in God's hands.
The neurologist gave Dwayne 48 hours to live.
You always have to prepare yourself for the worst and for the good and for the best at the same time. It's a journey, and it's not easy.
It was extremely difficult. I was not only dealing with Dwayne and, of course, trying to manage my own lifestyle. However, I had to deal with now the courts to obtain guardianship legally by law. He's 18, he's out of high school, he's an adult. And without legal guardianship order being into place, there's no way that I can be able to make decisions for him. We were fortunate to obtain temporary guardianship pending having permanent guardianship. The state of Florida would have made the decisions for Dwayne. So Dwayne would have fell in the hands into the state of Florida, Department of Children and Family. It was scary. It was really scary from a legal standpoint, not knowing tomorrow or the next day if something like this will happen. It was really scary. It's amazing how one incident can impact so many different people.
He had a lot of believers and he had a lot of cheerleaders that wanted to see him thrive.
With all of the support that we've received from family and friends, you know, we've had people that we didn't even know prior to this situation, and they came from Homestead. They drove from Homestead to Miami Lakes every Sunday to visit Dwayne, you know, and that's just a testament that, you know, God's going to put people in our lives that make sure that, you know, we're able to get through this. His friends are absolutely amazing. Chris didn't want to go to his graduation because he was like that was Dwayne's day. 30 minutes prior to the graduation, his friends started calling Chris and saying, you know, we're expecting you to come. So Chris made up his mind to go to his graduation and accept his diploma.
It's been hard because we're used to having him every day.
We was all together the day before it happened. Like, and out of nowhere, I called him just to mess with him. And I got that news and it just broke me down.
Dwayne didn't know how much of an impact he had on people until all of this. Like, he would be very surprised if he would have seen all the love that he would even get from people that he doesn't even know. We never thought he would be spending his 19th birthday so differently than what he did ever before. But at least we were there, like we always have, and he was always there for our birthday. We weren't gonna miss his.
We could not have more support from the city of Miami Beach, to our police department, to our friends, to our family. The overwhelming support and love, prayers, donations, we couldn't ask for more.
One of the positives that's been coming out of this tragic event is that you see the good in people. When they see someone's really hurting and everything is bad, people do step up and help. Strangers step up and help.
I learned that a simple EKG, 5 minutes, could avoid all of this. That's the only way of detecting this congenital heart disorder, is through the form of an EKG. I encourage fellow parents to get their kids tested. How many lives can we save by just doing a 5-minute EKG screening?
His life will continuously be a celebration. All the fundraisers and everything, it's about spreading awareness, and it's about life and love.
I'm sure if Dwayne can talk, that would be one of the things he would want from me, is to make sure someone else don't go through what he's going through right now.